Hello and welcome to Lights Cable Action. I'm Maria Lemieux and I'm here with Michael Hale from Selco, and we are the hosts of today's show. Today we will be talking about an update on the email migration, and then we have most of the show dedicated to the new Selco website. And we have Rick Maxian here, from the marketing coordinator at Selco. But before we get started with him, we're going to get started with Mike, and he's going to give us an update on the email migration and how that went.
Thank you, Maria. Yesterday, the email platform migrated from the Google platform to the new Zimber platform. We think it went extremely well. Most of the subscribers who use Town ISP email did change their settings prior to us cutting them over yesterday. There are still some who have yet to change their settings, and until they do so, they won't be able to send or receive emails. We encourage them to call our help desk, and we've contracted with an outside service to assist them if they need it in setting up for the new platform and changing the settings on their multiple devices. That said, I think it went extremely well for the task at hand. It was a much smoother transition than when we went from an in-house email hosted product to the Google product. Yep. This conversion was very well orchestrated by the vendor that we selected and minimized a lot of the issues that we experienced the first time around. That said, I will remind the customers that we had no intentions of moving off Google. They decided to end of life the product about 5 months after we completed our first conversion, leaving us with very few options. One, get out of the email business, or two, find something comparable to Google. I like the product. I've used it for the last day or so. It will take change, takes time to get used to, and we will continue to post things on the new website that Rick has created in the help desk section that he will go through today, that will assist customers by logging into the email and finding self-help videos as well as narratives on how to make changes in the different products that we offer. So that's it in a summary. We are on the new platform now as of yesterday at 10 o'clock. I did check in with the outside help desk that's assisting us. They did get about 140 calls yesterday afternoon helping people convert, and they have but the wait time is very nominal. It's less than a minute, so they are keeping up with the changes, and they will continue to help people over the weekend, and we have added additional staff at our help desk as well to assist with any of the issues.
You did have kids at the library. Has that ended?
No, that will continue through the end of the month. I believe that they're there on Tuesdays, Thursdays from 5:30 to 8:30, and then on Saturdays from 10 to 2. And we have gotten a lot of positive feedback that it's very helpful to many of the customers have told us to be able to go there and have somebody do it for them. It has been a good, and it was a project that I think the high school appreciated as well. They've created a program, an in-house help desk, to help the students that have these far superior skills than their parents, also help the teachers with technology, and so we were able to take a couple of the high school students and use them to help our customers as well. So it was a great program, community program.
Yeah, that is a great community, and that's great help from them too. So now moving on to the new Selco website. For those of you who haven't been on it, it's great. It looks really good. It's a modernized website, I guess.
Yep.
So why don't you tell us why we made the change?
Before you start, Rick, I just want to make one, just introduce Rick. He's been with us at Selco since late fall of 2014. He came on as our marketing coordinator with experience from the private sector. In the fall, before Rick came, we had budgeted for calendar year 15 about $20,000 to update our website and change it. Using Rick's skills, we avoided that cost in total, and he built this entire site in-house along with Jackie Pratt, our marketing director. So I'm very appreciative of his efforts. I think it's a far better product. It's modernized, and it is business focused as opposed to government focused. So I don't want to steal his thunder, but I'll let him take it over and show you what he's created.
Okay. As we know, the previous website was created in 2009. 6 years is an incredible long time in the internet age. The new design will bring our website up to date in 2015, and it closely aligns our site with what you'd find in other cable industry websites. So going away from the municipal style will allow us to break away from the town site, and it'll make it easier to integrate future services into the website. The interface is easier to navigate. It is definitely something that we're really looking to improve upon from the old municipal site.
That said, they're still easily linked between the municipal school and Selco sites.
Yep.
And even though we've launched this this month, the town side will be launching a new website within the next couple months as well.
The residential site and the almost completed commercial site, that should be coming up in the next couple of weeks. You'll see a commercial site that looks very much alike the residential site. Will help the current and future customers understand the products that are right for them, from what internet speed is right for all their devices, to understanding how much the bundle will cost. In the future, this summer, we will be releasing a bundle builder, which will help customers understand and put together bundles that are correct for them. One of the big things is what's coming up on cable TV. This will be a great place to get information from what free previews will happen on HBO, Cinemax, Starz, what deals are going on for the premium channels. Right now we're running HBO is a half price for a year. People will be able to get that information right there on the website. The other good thing that we're putting up on this website is if your bill comes towards the end of the month, you can go there at the beginning of the month and get the Local Lines newsletter as well. So you're not going to be 1 month removed from any of the information we have out there. You can go there first week of the month and you can see what the next Local Lines newsletter is going to be. The site is coming along beautifully. We had a good rollout, and it's been great so far. The biggest thing that we're going towards is the Selco Help Desk site. That's the one we are most happy with. It's a standalone site. It'll enable customers to troubleshoot issues on their own, and from why your internet is slow to even reprogramming your remote control. So the Selco Help Desk site, you can see, is the same layout as the residential site. Right now, you can see that we're looking at the email migration. We just finished it yesterday, as Michael talked about earlier. It has on it, you can see it's got the troubleshooting, how-to videos, user guides, and on the how-to videos, you'll see right now we're doing email videos, but you'll see how to log into the new webmail, how to use the new webmail calendar. That's part of the package that we're using for Town ISP email. And in case you haven't changed over any of your settings for any of your applications, you can still look at the videos that we have there for email application settings. This summer, we will be expanding the video library with the help of our help desk personnel to put together videos talking about like I said before, reprogram remote controls, how to sign up for Watch TV Everywhere, and more. So keep looking at that, and that site will get updated.
You know, on the email, we get feedback from customers, and I'll remind customers that we do have an email address, LCA for Lights Cable Action at townisp.com. But this morning, the help desk got a few calls, having launched the new email service yesterday. There were calls coming in because it's by default setting, it's set up to give you a spam report on a daily basis. So customers called us to want to know, is this legitimate spam? What's going on here? We weren't getting this. And so today we'll be posting instructions on spam and administering the spam filtering for the new email service. You can set it for getting a daily report, a weekly report, or no report at all. And you can also blacklist and whitelist different emails that will come in. So it's those kind of feedback that we will use to build the products that will go in, or the how-to and help videos that will go into this portion of the new website focused on help desk.
Absolutely. That's one of the key features of the help desk site. So, and then getting on to under the troubleshooting page, we have a cable card install form, which you'll fill out after getting a cable card from Town Hall. And this will be a streamlined process now, because you'll fill out the form and it'll go right to our cable card Selco team. So they'll be able to go forward and get this done for you within, a business day or so. Right now, again, under the troubleshooting, we have how to do Watch TV Everywhere. The Watch TV Everywhere is a service that's provided by Selco that allows, it's at no cost, it allows you to watch streaming content for over 50 channels online, provided that you have the main channel in your cable package. We also have currently right now the slow internet. So just in case, we get a lot of questions saying, I'm supposed to be getting 50 megs down, I'm not getting 50 megs down. This is a quick troubleshooting guide. Go over to the speed test, reboot your computer, reboot your router, basically walks them through kind of the simple stages that you may not think about when you have your internet is slow. And then we also have a list of recommended routers. So the recommended routers, which is a great list, it's sponsored by the website CNET, and this will help Shrewsbury residents who are in the market for new routers kind of understand and get the best possible router, which will help them achieve the wireless speeds that they want. The biggest section of the whole help desk site is the user guide section. This site has down it, we've got remotes, which in the remote section will show you an image of the remote that you have. It'll have the user manual. It'll take you to the page, allow you to see how to reprogram it, understand the remote. In some of the actual remotes, you can go to a remote support site and a code lookup, which will take your remote and you can tell them what kind of TV you have, and it will give you the code to put in. So you don't have to go down the full list of any other remotes to do that.
Okay, great.
So after the remote site, we've got the cable boxes, from the basic TV box to the HD DVR box. The guide includes pictures to help you understand what kind of box you have and hopefully answer any questions that you may have that will arise. For residential telephones, on the residential telephones, you'll see a user guide, voicemail quick guide, voicemail interface guide, telephone star codes even. More. I mean, really, you want to take a look at it and check it out to understand more. We also have that for the business side as well. Business side's a little bit more in-depth on some of the things that we offer for the business phone. So it would definitely help out anybody for that type of question or anything like that. The other thing we still have and we will continue to have on the site is the Town ISP email user guides and documentation. This is phenomenal site to check when you get a new laptop in the future, get a new cell phone, get a new tablet, and you forget, what settings do I need to do for my email for that. You can go right to the Town ISP user guide page, and on it, it will tell you the servers, it'll tell you the settings you need, and it will also allow you to do that for the contacts and calendars section. Basically, the new help desk site is to help all of the Shrewsbury residents to answer some of the simpler questions that they may have and to kind of educate them. And if you have any other issues, you can definitely give the help desk a call or anything like that. That would be not a problem. Like I said, keep your homepage set to the help desk site or the main site. We are going to be updating it often. The help desk site, I had said before, we are going to be updating videos. The videos will be pretty much released monthly. They will be helpful videos for anyone, for reprogram the remote, doing the Watch TV Everywhere install, how to record, DVR programming, that type of a thing. We will walk people through that so that they can go there and be educated in what they're using. And we'll be always improving the site, but keep on the lookout for anything new, and the commercial site, which will go live before July 1st. So looking forward to seeing what else we're going to put on there, but for right now, it's been a great transition to the new site, and look forward to the town transitioning to their new site soon.
And on the, you mentioned prior to talking about the remotes and the help desk, the Watch TV Everywhere product that we have. And not a lot of people take advantage of that. So Rick and Jackie and I thought that perhaps we should get the word out. We're doing it on the website, but Rick also created a commercial himself that's been running on a number of the cable channels to make people aware of the product.
Yep.
It's a very good product. We launched it probably 18 months to 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And not a lot of people have taken advantage of it, but it allows you to watch a number of channels, and we've been adding them a lot more recently. It allows you to watch them on your iPhone, your Android phone, or your iPad when you're out of your house. So it's almost like it's an over-the-top service, so to speak, similar to Netflix or Hulu, where you can watch a number of programming without being in your home with the linear cable box. So it's for those people who subscribe to our services, and we ask them to try it out.
Yeah, that's a great thing to have. And again, this is at no additional cost, so why not
Correct.
take
Right.
advantage of
Exactly.
it? Getting back to the website, if you look back up a couple of things that we might want, you can see there's a Watch TV Everywhere, easily accessible. The phone number's right there, but you can
Yep.
also pay your bills right
Yep,
there,
right on top.
just right on top.
Yep.
Don't want to forget to do that. so you have all these services,
And
right?
you can switch to and from the residential help desk and commercial site pretty easily. So,
Yeah, I have to say, I'm really excited. I really, really like the product. You guys did a great job with it. Very user-friendly.
Simple.
simple.
It's not a crowded.
Exactly.
No, not
exactly.
at all.
You kind of can go there quickly and access what you want to see.
Well, especially
Very
the remotes, because I think when you change your
Yeah,
TV,
that's-
I'm not looking for
Yeah.
the little booklet in my junk drawer
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. No?
So yeah, and too, it's for the help desk too.
Yeah.
People call and say I'm having a problem with my remote, but there's like 5 or 6 different remotes as
And
technology
then you have,
changes.
yep.
So it's good if
Right.
people want to try it themselves before they call the help desk. That's great. It's there for them, and that's a major value-added service to this website that Rick has built.
No, good job.
Absolutely.
Getting back to the last page you were just on, there's a, no, the other one, was it down? I don't know where it was. It was looking for some sort of code. Was it on?
Oh, on the help desk site, on the help desk main
Okay,
site.
the remote support.
For remote support, we still have that for all the customers, so that we can access into the computer and help them.
So if
Okay.
they're having a problem
Yes.
with their email or their internet or an issue, we can, if with their permission, we'll
Yep.
give them a code and they can enter it. And
Okay, so that would
we
be
can
after
access
they
them.
call the help desk, and then they can get the, okay,
Yeah.
but they would, right in there, they would access that.
yes,
Okay, that's good, really good.
we added that feature. It's called Log Me In. When we did the migration to Google, and it proved extremely beneficial in helping people set up the new
So
settings.
when they get frustrated and all else fails.
Yeah, they have the ability to watch whatever the
Yeah.
help desk
Yep,
technician is doing as he or she does the work troubleshooting on the computer. It's not like we give them, or they're giving away control and they don't know what people are doing on that computer.
Right.
They see everything.
Mhm.
So it's a good feature.
okay, looking
Very good.
forward to the commercial site getting live.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Okay, good. Before we wrap up today, there's a couple of other things we should probably touch base on. One being news in the cable industry and the recent FCC regulation.
Sure. A lot of people probably watching it on the news, reading about it in the newspaper. But the FCC, under its chairman, Tom Wheeler, adopted a new regulation. It's known as net neutrality. It's a regulation which most internet service providers opposed, including the ACA, the American Cable Association, which is a group of small to mid-sized cable operators, not the Comcast, Time Warners, and Charters of the world, but many cable operators like ourselves, small 10,000 to 20,000 size customers. Candidly, I don't see a lot of issues with how it will impact Selco in the short term. Basically, what they're going to do in the short term is disallow throttling, blocking, and having, and I'll explain that, and having paid priority settings in the delivery of videos. And so throttling is a term used to describe where you can slow down the delivery of a certain product, like Netflix, and then the cable operator is able to try and get that Netflix to pay more to go on a faster stream. We never
Yeah.
do that. We don't have the scale to do that. But Comcast, some of the larger, I don't think Comcast was even doing it, but some of the larger cable operators were getting paid by Netflix to go over a special channel and stream the product faster, and others were being accused and probably were doing throttling, which was slowing down the traffic. We didn't do any of that, so I don't think that is really going to impact us really in any way. We don't have different lanes or speeds for different products. Where I do see an issue is that the new regulation allows, and they say they're not going to do it, but that's the current administration, and who knows 3 administrations from now what's going to happen. But it allows for rate regulation. And often when rates are regulated by the government, it results in people not investing in technology, not investing in the capital plant because they don't have the resources when their rates are
Sure,
tied
sure.
to a certain. So I get concerned about that. And I also think that perhaps the better way of going about this was through legislation rather than a regulatory body governing it. That said, the courts upheld an appeal by different interest groups this past week, and the regulation will be going into effect. Again, I don't see a lot of impact to Selco because we weren't doing some of the things that they were trying to regulate. But long term, with the rate regulation, I think if they ever start to enforce that, that could thwart investment.
Okay, so it's nothing that we need to,
Not
at
at
our
this-
level,
no.
there's nothing that's going to,
No.
it's not going to have an impact on our cable bill.
Not immediately.
But it's something.
Not
we're
in the
looking
next
at.
few years, I would
Okay.
say. Yeah.
But speaking of the Netflix
Yeah.
and the different bands, do you have an update for
Yeah, no,
us on
that's
how we
interesting.
view Netflix?
Yeah, so Netflix in Selco and in many other cable operators, they, in the evenings, account for about 40% of all internet traffic coming in and out of the homes of Shrewsbury. So there's that many people using Netflix, which takes a lot of bandwidth. We were able to recently, in the last month, cut a deal with Netflix where we were able to what's called peer with them. So in essence, we share a very large room at a location at 1 Summer Street in Boston, where all the internet carriers and providers have all this equipment and all this switching, and it brings in all the fiber and then it goes out all over the world. Prior to that, Netflix having a presence in Boston, the closest peering point they had was New York City. So by them going to Boston, where we have a site for our customers, we're able to peer with them and unload all of that Netflix traffic onto their network instead of ours, thus allowing for us to procure much less bandwidth during those hours. So it was a huge win for us. Greg Honorato and Scott Dorsey and the team at the head end put the deal together. We haven't actually finalized all the networking and switching that we have to do. We did a lot of it internally this week, but we now have to go to Boston and make the final connections there. And again, this is no cost issue, so we're unloading 40%
We're just
of our peak
speeding up
traffic.
the way we're
yes.
going to see, well, it'll speed up
It should.
internet access at night for everybody who's on the internet.
Well, I don't know if it will. It should
Okay.
in certain places, but it also won't impact the Netflix. Those who have Netflix traffic
can
as
keep
well,
watching
because
it,
yes,
yeah.
at the
Okay.
same speed.
All right, so that's great news
Yes,
for all
that's wonderful
Netflix
news.
and I guess Orange is the New Black
Yes.
watchers, right? Our next month's topic is going to be understanding your electric bill. And so if you have any questions about that, please join us next month. And I also want to give a shout out to the farmers market that opened, they had their
Yes.
season opener on yesterday, Wednesday, so please visit it. Selco is a harvest sponsor. Visit it on Wednesdays from 2 to 6:30 at Ski Ward. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for.
Get the most from your cable subscription with Watch TV Everywhere. Catch the latest of your favorite channels on your laptop, smartphone, or tablet. In the office, at home, or on the go. Stream great content anywhere you have internet access. Log into Watch TV Everywhere to watch the best of broadcast, kids, premiums, and more. Whether you're home or traveling, the TV is always on with Selco's Watch TV Everywhere.